My skin's still broken. You'd love to see it, frankly. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the great Minecraft journey. To say that the past few, we'll say, episodes in the process of uploading them was arduous, to say the least, that doesn't make sense. Let me retry that. Say that the last few episodes and my attempts to upload that have been arduous is an understatement. But we're back. And I have even better news. I actually have a few things of news. Jesus Christ. It is... Okay. We're going to head downstairs. The better news, other than the fact that, I got a little upload and we're back, is I am done with school. Well, at the very least, I'm done with attending. Like, I had one course over the summer, like late in the summer, but that's not going to interrupt too much. But I'm done with school. So, in theory, there's nothing interrupting me. Now, granted, I will have to get a job soon. So that might take up a bit of time, but I don't know. Anyway, that doesn't matter. For now, we should be back to your regularly scheduled programming. As you can see, we've had quite an update. I've updated the game because it's been over a month. So yeah, the Nether is in, but we're not going to go to the Nether yet, which I know is a letdown, but we did enough exploring for a lifetime last episode, which led to nothing. But that's fine. We're going to start building. We're going to start working on the castle a bit, but I promise you next session... Is that a skeleton bouncing? Okay, then, man. Ooh. Oh, interesting. You had to hold it down for stuff, but this is it now. No Y level yet. But I got to hold down and I get the F1. Oh, heck yeah. Alrighty. Gloriously, we're back. So I need cobblestone. And I don't quite have a full castle design in mind yet. Give me 1 second, actually. Okay. So I don't have to make it too fancy, considering it is Minecraft Alpha. But I will want to do some cool stuff. But for now, let's just get the outline going. Let's get the basics. Let's build the general structure, right? And then we'll get to everything else eventually. That's the goal. That's today's goal. That's this week's goal, really, because it's going to take a while. Oh, man, I am lacking in so many resources. I may have to just start resorting to cobble for a little, because I have, like, no iron. And that's, we'll just say, less than ideal. We have to go to leather and stone, folks. Unfortunate, but that's what happens with iron in this version. It is not easy to come by. Okay. I need to actually make stuff, don't I? Also, another thing we need to consider is that quarry, which I will work on. Where's the wood? Do I not have the signs down here? Did I never set them up? I genuinely thought I did. Oh, great, we got, like, no wood. Oh, brilliant. Alrighty. I guess it's back to school. Oh. Never mind. Alrighty, folks. Yeah, you. Mr. Skeleton. Piss right off. Who the hell? Who hurt that cow? Oh, whatever. Oh, you know we haven't... Oh, that is the wrong door, and there's a creeper right there. Come on. I'm fine. I'm playing with fire here, but I'm fine. Yeah, so the old Minecraft alpha textures are also now gone, unfortunately. But thus is life, you know? Alright. Alrighty. Checking the time real quick. Do I not even have food? Man. We are going through it right now. Wow, this looks so weird compared to what I'm used to. The lighting's different, the textures are different. Creeper down there. Shoot. Oh my. Pieces of bread. That'll do. The fog also looks thicker. Let me face this creeper real quick. In case you weren't sick of walking from last episode, guess what we're doing now? Why am I not grabbing all of my cobblestone like a rational human being? And also torches. Wow, I'm sorry. It's been a while, guys. You're gonna have to excuse me. It's been like a month and a half. I recorded those videos on March 30th. It is now May 17th. It's been a while. So I am so sorry for any and all suck. You know what? Screw it. Yeah, I'll be nice. Good enough. Wait, right, the extra cobble. That was the first reason I came in. Right. The glass. Yeah, why not? Not yet. I'm glad the series hasn't become a burden to me so far, because I was genuinely worried about that. I just be like, oh, I gotta record it, and then I'm just not gonna have fun with it. But so far, honestly, I'm excited. Like, I was playing a lot of this, you know, so I'm playing a lot of newer Minecraft, but getting back into this, it's like, yeah, like I want to come back. That was almost stupid. You know, it's nice to see the different leaves. It's nice to update. It's nice to play the game again in this way. Because I do love how I've been playing newer Minecraft. Genuinely, I know new Minecraft is, oh, it's not the same, and Elf is better, and I've talked about why I don't really buy that, and how I think it's mostly nostalgia blinding people. But I still do really like these old versions, and I also can't wait to play the newer versions. That's the other thing, like, exciting me, is, like, eventually I'm gonna have to update. I'm gonna have to go to beta. I'm gonna have to go to the versions that I grew up with. And it's like, okay, like, that I'm really excited for. So, yeah. Like, I'm happy to be back in this world, right? And just enjoy and live in the moment. And some stuff's been going on in my life. I've been doing a lot of thinking. Actually, not really. That's kind of the worst part. Not for a lack of trying. Just school put, like, a gun to my head. Because I just wanted it to be done, and I'm burnt out, and I'm tired, and I'm still kind of burnt out. And so, you know, this is a good way to... I'm glad that this series doesn't burn me out. And I think that's a testament to... I don't play it super often, so I can take my time with it, and I can enjoy it. That, like, because I'm not like, oh... And that's why I was, like, eventually, I was like, alright, well, I screwed up the weekly schedule, and I'm like, you know what? That doesn't matter. Get to it when you're done. Just do it when you can. But you like, don't... This should be fun. I shouldn't be dreading playing this. If I'm dreading playing this, I've failed. Like, I need to stop. Because that's not... I love this game very dearly, and I don't want to ruin it for myself. kind of the whole thing why, like, I don't want to kind of get famous off of YouTube, which almost feels contradictory in the modern day. Like, I mean, I'd like people to watch this, but I kind of don't want to be known as the guy. I certainly don't want to make a career out of it, at least not right now. Just because, like, I enjoy this, and to have the responsibility of having a community or fans with it, it's just like, I'm good. I don't want fans, really. I like the attention to an extent, but, like, I could tweet something, and after, like, 3,000 likes, I'm like, okay, guys, stop liking the tweet. I'm sick of the attention. Even though when I tweeted, I'm like, yeah, I hope this blows up. So, I don't know. I'm a bit of a hypocrite in that regard, and I acknowledge that. But, man. How do I want to do this? See, do I want this to be the peak? Actually, I can't, because that would kill the point. Okay. Yeah, okay. So now, the issue comes. Ow. How do I fill the void? I guess I could just talk about school for a little. Oh, this is going to be tedious. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, so school, right? How about that, kids? Oh my goodness, okay. Sorry. Yeah, so I was just kind of focusing on school for a little, which, you know, I'm glad I did. Like I said, it's mostly done now. But I mean, kind of like I mentioned in that earlier video, I don't feel a huge sense of accomplishment. I don't take pride in it. I don't enjoy it very much. You know, I'm happy I got it done. But firstly, it's not done. I still have more to do. I still have one more class before I get... And it's just an associate's, you know, which is, again, something. And if you have an associate's, this isn't me knocking you or thinking any less of you. Like, good for you, man. Like, that's... You've earned that. Did I? No. Okay. Sorry. Anyway. But I've just been so tired, and I'm really happy to be done. Like I said, I've been doing some... Right, that's where we were. I was doing some thinking recently. In the few months I had a little breakthrough, and I don't want to talk too much in depth about it right now, because I don't really feel like sharing it. But I had some thoughts, and I had some plans in motion that I'm trying to do over the next few years, right? Maybe I'll upload them here, maybe do them on my other channel. I don't quite know, but you know, I think it's a good goal. But I realized to do that, I need to start getting stuff in motion and making money and all that. But I also, you know, I'm not going to be miserable the whole time. You know, it'll be a lot of hard work, but like, But yeah, I like it. I'm kind of excited to see what I'm able to do. Listen, I apologize. This isn't the best commentary. I'm try to figure out how to talk about it without talking about it while also focusing on building this. But yeah, so that's been good for me. Hopefully I'll just be able to continue this like normal though for now. It should be good. But yeah, college is weird because, and I don't know if I mentioned this, but I've wrote about it and like private stuff, but college has not felt like college to me. Or no, let me correct that. This last semester has not felt like it's actually my final semester. And I guess in a way it isn't, but like this is the last time I'm going to be on campus. And it just didn't feel like that. Like it just felt like, oh, like there was no sense of urgency. There was no sense like, hey, take it all in. Like I really struggled to do that, and I kind of almost didn't want to. And that kind of almost, screwed with me a lot at first, because I was like, why do I not care? But I realized, I mean, in parts because of the reasons I mentioned, where it's like, oh, I don't have as much of an attachment to this place as I would like. And I think also more importantly, but I think more importantly, like it didn't go how I wanted it to. And I think I'm just so tired that it's like, what are we celebrating? I'm not doing graduation or nothing. So it's like, okay, like you're done. It just, to me, I don't know, just didn't feel like a sense of accomplishment, which I guess I think I wanted. But you don't always get what you want in life. I don't know, this is senseless rambling. This is not as interesting or profound as I maybe wish it was. But it's fine. Mm-hmm. Okay. Ooh, now I remember what I could talk about. I wanted to talk a bit about the Minecraft movie, because I haven't seen it. And I probably will eventually. And honestly, I think I would have seen it in theaters had I known what the meme reaction of it was going to be. But unfortunately, a little too late. And by the time I started learning about it, I was too busy, didn't have money. And I was like, well, it's like, yeah, I could maybe try and go now, but it's like, it's not the same. The crowd isn't going to be the same. It's not as funny. But I gotta say, man, the second I heard it was live action, I knew that film was going to be in trouble. Because, like, even if they managed to make the most of it, and it's like, okay, it's not a terrible film, but it's not great. For what it should be, it's just... Here's my genuine critique, and I haven't seen it. And if you like the film, this is not an insult to you. This is not saying that it isn't good in its own right or whatever. This is my personal feelings on it as someone who has played this game for nearly, 14 years. For over a decade at least. For a game all about creativity, for a game all about making it your own and doing what you want, I think it is a great disservice to do the most generic, bland, and easy option to make a movie representation of that game. They could have done something interesting, but they played it safe because they're marketing to kids and it's easier. But to me, that just feels like such an insult to what Minecraft is. You just made Jumanji, which, it's fine. But you had infinite possibilities, and you went with the easiest, most boring, and safest option. And I think that feels almost like an insult to the game itself. It feels an antithesis to what it could be. If I were in charge, this is how I would have personally done it. And this is not the only way, but I think it's a way that appeals to that can appeal to a mostly general audience. Shoot. Come on. I dare you. Ow. I forgot how loud alpha is. Jesus. The alpha was so much of the arrows it was my ears bleeding from the bow being fired. I heard something. Ah! Look at me, I'm a dancer. Let me go get these bad boys. But if I were making a Minecraft movie, right, and he's saying it, here's how I would do it. First, I'd have it be animated. Live action, the second I saw it was live action, I went like, what are they thinking? So first it'd be animated in the style of like many of those like Minecraft animations, honestly, because I think they work. You know, something like Fallen Kingdom, for example. But here's how I would do it. See, look, the thing with Minecraft is you have to try and appeal to like everyone, and you're not gonna be able to actually do that. So what I think you do is you try and do the aggregate experience of Minecraft. Specifically, what's it like loading into a world? Why are you looking at the moon? Bro is staring into the skies. Anyway, what I would personally have... Sorry, I'm a little distracted. Jesus. Apologies, that scared the life out of me. As I was saying, you try and do your best to sort of compile or make general, like, okay, what's it like when people play Minecraft for the first time? What's the points that just about every Minecraft player can relate to, right? Okay, well, they spawn in, they start punching a tree, they may build a little shelter, and they have to survive their first night. And very often when you first play, you don't survive your first night very well. You die horribly, which is fun. And I'm okay with that. So you show that. You show this player character in the world of Minecraft, by the way. This is not being controlled, but like Steve basically spawning in and like experiencing this. Excuse me, I was trying to focus on the mobs there. And you do that, okay, and then he goes mining. And then he finds his first diamonds, and he digs straight down, and then he falls in lava, and you know what I mean? Then he builds his first proper home. He tames a dog, he builds a bed. It's all these steps that just about every Minecraft player has done. Like, regardless of who or when you've played. So you hit all those points, and the film would end with him beating the Ender Dragon and coming back home to his dog or whatever. And to me, hold up, I got a lock in here. You bouncy boy. Nasty, nasty lad. Bam. But the whole film would be animated, and while still for kids, I would say mature and artistic enough to be appreciated by adults. So it would actually be a very quiet film. Ow. Darn it. Ooh, the sun's about to come up. Ooh, and a nice sunrise. You little runt. Low in health. God, things everywhere. Hard really is hard, I forgot. I think one of the things that's been on normal the last few episodes, unfortunately, like unintentionally. But it'd be a very quiet movie for most of it, because when you're playing Minecraft, you're not usually talking to yourself too much. The character would speak, he would react to things or whatever. But generally, it would be a little more of a quiet... But, like, you know, like the intro to WALL-E? Something like that, but like a sort of vibe throughout the whole film. You know? And you can still have it be funny and for kids while still, in my opinion, being a mature piece. But instead, they just said, let's have Jack Black play Steve and Jason Momoa or something. I don't know. You know? Which, again... It works, but to me, it's the cheap option. To me, it's the cop-out option, and I found it very disappointing. You could do something that better represents the game, better represents the people who play it, and what it's like playing that game in a genuinely beautiful piece. It's a little pretentious. I fully admit and concede that, but I don't mind that. So is the end poem, but it's like beloved. That's how it is in the movie. A movie that's still for kids and animated, but genuinely thoughtful. You can have a bunch of references. A love letter to the game. but in the end, is both good art and art for all ages. That is possible, believe it or not, despite what some people might want you to think. I don't know. To me, just doing the live action and the, same formulaic live action kids movie of a video game movie is lame. We know we can do good video game movies. We had the Mario movie. That was great. It's just a shame that this game, which is my favorite game of all time, and I genuinely think the greatest game ever made, didn't get the same treatment. Yet. I don't know. I think it would have been cool. Think about how many... Here's why I think this works, right? It's like, well, I don't know. Studios wouldn't like it, but I can do proof of, pause. Look how popular Let's Plays of Minecraft have been for 15 years. You'd essentially be doing a high-budget Let's Play. Just, a little more in character. Those succeed. People love them. People grew up with them. Just do that. I think it's raining outside. I can't tell if it's wind or not. Come here, Piggy. I need your flesh. Okay, or not. I'd love to see it, honestly. Let me at least get the creeper. So it's just if that appeals, you could do that, have it be a little prettier, but to me it works. I don't know. That's it irks me that they went the cheap route. And while I'm not particularly shocked, I certainly am disappointed by it. And that's my honest opinion on the whole thing. I need to find some pigs and fast. Unless if there's stuff at the chest. I haven't checked. I think this would be about the entrance, honestly, but I could be wrong. Ooh, iron. Okay. Let's see, how long does this episode run? Oh my god, it's been 29 minutes. I am so sorry. This episode has run much longer than I wanted it to. Let me get this iron, and then we will call it an evening there, folks. I apologize. I was running my mouth a little too long. But that's okay. Oh yeah, it's raining out. I don't know if the mic's picking it up. Whew. It is coming down. Alrighty. Well, that's what we're going to call this episode tonight, folks. I hope you enjoyed my prolonged rant on the Minecraft movie. There will be more building and stuff on the way. I honestly may do a lot off camera. Normally I'm no, I want to show it all. But, I don't want to do a full time-lapse episode. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think this session I'm going to keep it in. But depending on, how much I get done or whatever, how long it takes, there may be segments I take out. Maybe the mining, the gathering of stuff I take out. Or at the very least, time-lapse. I don't know, folks. But that'll have to wait until tomorrow. So, until then, everyone, have a good night.